You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Wepa! What up, me gente? This is your boy, Al Mega. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders Podcast. And today, we got yet another amazing newcomer to the independent comic book game. He is smashing it on a new Kickstarter that's live right now called Decay. He has surpassed his goal already, but we got to keep pitching in there. You got to make it rain on this so we can get all them extra goodies. We're about to find out about this whole amazing project from this amazing creator that was once a screenwriter, now turned comic book creator. And we're going to learn why he even flipped it that way. Let me introduce the one, the only, the very amazing Anthony Stokes. Wepa. How you doing, kiddo?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, bro. I know I got mad energy, and you're like, oh my god, out, chill, bro.
No, I just got for it.
I got energy for days, bro. Al Mega for Megatron, all right? Hey,
borrow some of that.
So, brother, thank you for tuning in today. Let's get us started, because I read the book. A lot of fun, both issues. Hella fun, a lot of stuff going on. I have more questions than not. So
that's what we want.
About the book. So we're going to find out all about it and your journey. So let's start with the origin story, though. Where's Mr. Stokes from, OG?
I'm from Manassas, Virginia. So northern part of Virginia, like 30, 40 minutes outside of DC.
Okay. And what was your first taste of fandom?
My first taste of fandom, it had to be Pokemon.
Okay.
Really?
Who introduced you? Was it you or your parents?
I mean, it had to be my parents. I was like young. It was a trifecta of, I would say, DBZ, Sailor Moon, and Pokemon.
Okay. I know that era very well, even though I was a teenager, but I know it very well.
I'm up to 6 when I discovered, or 6 or 7 when I discovered Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that was.
Gee, that's what making me feel old. Cause I'm a teenager. He's got 6.
Yeah, 6.
Holy shit, bro.
7, maybe 8.
Yeah. So talk about that then. How did you get into anything? Because you have a comic book out. So how did you get your first taste of comics, even if at all? Or was that something you did later in life?
I was more into manga.
Manga? How the hell did you find manga at such a young age then out there?
It was... I'm trying to think. I think I was a teenager and I liked anime a lot. I didn't realize it. Like I liked Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
I like the stuff on 4Kids whenever they had anime. Like I like Pokemon. Like I said, I like Dragon Ball Z. I kind of grown out of Dragon Ball Z at that point and Sailor Moon. At that point, and my mom's friend, who is like basically my aunt, like a family friend.
Okay.
She goes to Barnes and Noble. She brings me like Yu-Gi-Oh, like these Yu-Gi-Oh books, and it was actually a great time because I was grounded. So I couldn't even watch TV. So I was like, "Oh, this is."
What did you do, Mr. Stokes?
Man,
what did you do?
I didn't care about school. And then so I was like, it was like cool. Like I'm always grounded. I can always read these. And then one time, my mom took away my manga. Man, I was like,
oh, now you were really grounded.
Yeah, I was in solitary confinement. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait. When they take away the manga, and all right, I need to know here because you apparently seem to have read a lot, so you must have been in a lot of trouble.
It wasn't like I was bro? Like
you weren't listening to mommy. Was that it?
It was just bad grades, bro. It was like I wasn't like a
gotcha. Now go ahead. Oh, how could you not pass? Don't take everything away. You playing too much. You reading too much. You watching TV too much. I've been there, bro. I remember those days. But I would get a chancletazo on top of it anyway, though. Latino moms. Hey,
I do know Latino moms.
The chancla must be involved at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta see a comic book. Just talking about the super mom, or with the like the infinity chancleta for real. That'll be everybody's ass.
You should make that comic book. You make that comic book.
My mom had heat-seeking chanclas, bro. All right, so did you have a tribe that was part of that fandom, or were you kind of a solo duck up in VA?
All right, so it's a 2-part answer. So I had 2 different friends, And my best friend currently, Kurt Brown, shouts out to Kurt.
Big Kurt, salute.
Yeah, we would literally like make up our own fan fiction, like a Pokemon and stuff like that. We would involve like other properties and stuff like that. We had a running lore, and so that was great at a young age. So like at a young age, we were essentially making fan fiction. Like probably like 5, 6, 7 years ahead of if fan fiction was even popular at the time, and also in the development of writing. You know. You imitate and then you make your own stuff. So I feel like I had a head then. My friend Katrina, we would do the same thing. We had a running lore, and it was like it just got the juices flowing so crazy. You know, I look back at those times like the best times I ever had. You know, come with stories and stuff like that. So that's where I got the bug, I think.
Excellent. So you got the bug then. When did you decide to take it serious though? When did Anthony say, "All right, I really want to do something"?
I kind of dabbled, and then I didn't really make anything, and then I can tell you actually like the year. It was summer 2007.
Okay.
Superbad came out on Redbox, and I watched that, and like I'm going into my freshman year, and I was like, "This is what I want." First off, I was like, "Oh, my life is going to be like Superbad." Which it was. all the bad parts of Superbad.
What? Oh damn.
Yeah, all the bad parts. Loser, no girls, etc. But I said, this is what I want to do. And then I kind of started trying to write, and that's obviously the Judd Apatow kind of naturalistic style.
Yeah.
And then I see Inglourious Bastards in theaters, and I said, no, I am locked. Can I cuss in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm locked the fuck in. Like, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Right. And so I was my freshman year of high school. I started trying to write, man, that blank page. I was like, I'm gonna write some Tarantino dialogue, and it just stayed blank for years. So it's been a long time, like I feel as if personally I paid my dues. As far as writing, as far as storytelling, because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, exactly. You went from screenwriter to comic books. I mean, why did you choose screenwriting to begin with, and then how was that transition like for you?
Because I love movies, and truthfully, movies are still my first love. I'm making comic books because they're cheaper to make.
And they're only storyboards right now too for the possible ideas of the future.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah, exactly. So. It was an easy transition, and because you can get a loan to make a comic book. If you can get crowdfunding, we were talking about POD, print on demand. There's all kinds of ways to distribute that stuff. And I don't know about the movie side. It would have been impossible. I'd be bankrupt right now trying to make a movie. So I try to give back to the community quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
So because it's not, I don't want to say an outsider, but this is not my first choice. Okay. But because I have a screenwriting background, what I bring is an understanding of visual storytelling, because we've all read a comic book with too much dialogue.
Of course. I mean, it's called the 80s and 70s. Even though I
read some comic books that came out this year that had too much dialogue.
Oh, really? I mean, for me, that's a rarity coming out now. Because I'm an old school fan, and when I read something, I actually like to read my comic book for more than 5 minutes, based on entertainment value. Give me a good 15-minute read. If you give me 30 minutes, I love you even more. Thank you for putting that wordplay and character development. I mean, I'm never against long writing so long as it serves the story.
The story, exactly. No, exactly. But it's like, you got to understand your medium. So
don't give me filler.
A love of dialogue. Like, I feel like my dialogue, truthfully, is the best that I've read in a comic book, truthfully.
Well, you're going back and forth with these characters in this book. So, before I get into the origins of the amazing book that you have crowdfunding right now, let's show that promo video you sent me. Because you got a dope promo video. Folks, 2.5 minutes long, but check it out, yo. You're going to learn all about the amazing world that Anthony's building here.
Hi, my name is Anthony Stokes. I'm the writer and creator of Decay Issue 2. Decay is a bleak and atmospheric story that is character-driven and ends with a gut punch. When I was doing research for Decay Issue 1, which was my first ever comic book, a lot of the advice I got was start small. And as a result, Decay Issue 1 is largely about setting up the characters and asking questions. There was heavy emphasis that anybody that enjoys good story could pick up Decay and like it. In Issue 2, we answer some of those questions as well as ask some new questions to keep the story engaging. There's more world building as well as more payoff, and we still get to understand the characters better, which was very, very important. Decay Issue 2 has all the improvements on a technical level that I learned from Issue 1, and I've been working with my artist Marcelo for pretty much 2 years now, so our connection and chemistry is growing stronger, and as a result, the art is only getting better. The comic book is ready to go. I've learned a lot from the last Kickstarter, and I'm taking all those lessons that I learned into the second Kickstarter to make sure that everybody gets their rewards swiftly after the campaign ends. We have 2 variant covers. We have a mixtape full of original music inspired by Decay. We have merch, all available as rewards for the campaign. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Decay Issue 2 as much as we enjoyed making it. Thank you.
And there we go, folks. What a tease on Decay. Wepa, what? I need the whole story. I hold the whole shebang here, bro. I need to know. First, obviously, you have an amazing artist. Talk about you meeting Marcelo, and then and building a team beyond that to bring about Decay.
Absolutely. So I met Marcelo on a Reddit, r/comic book collab. And we did some little work together, like a page here, 2 pages here. I said, I like this guy. He works fast. He works reasonably priced, especially for the work he does. I said, let's do it. And then along the way, I picked up my mentor, SK. He does a lettering and kind of does pseudo editing for me.
Okay.
I met him through Facebook, so it's not like that. It's not like a super interesting story.
But don't you love it though? It's social media. You reach out, people want to help, and next thing you know, they become close homies. Have you ever met any of these people in real life?
No. No.
Again, the world of the internet. See, that's how that is interesting. Look up.
One of them lives in
Australia. To collaborate. Oh, Oz, yeah, that's my boy Dodgy. So yeah, we both know in Australia. There we go. I've seen him once. He came to Boston, and I got to hang out with him at Boston Comic Con, which was a total pleasure.
Yeah. So and then Marcelo lives in Brazil. So yeah, this is a content.
Oh, you want to go to Brazil though, bro?
I want to study comic books, and we can talk about Brazil. Yeah, you need a vacation. I need to go to a con. I need to move these units.
Oh, have you not? Well, we're gonna get into talking about cons in a minute too. Don't you worry.
I got some crazy stories there.
Talk about the seeds of Decay, though.
No, absolutely. So it's kind of cynical, but I was thinking to myself, there's gonna be a lot of rated R movies. This is like 2020, 2019. I'm thinking about this. I'm like, there's gonna be a string of R-rated comic book movies that are original. And I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking, okay, Undead, okay, New Orleans, okay, Hurricane Katrina, okay, brother and sister staying alive for each other, okay, and it kind of just went from there. And then I have this, and you kind of write. They say write what you know, which I agree with. So to me, a story doesn't have the soul. You can have you have a premise until you add your own personality into it. Yeah. And that's when you have a real story. And
that's the spice, the sazon, kiddo.
Yes. The sazon, absolutely. So I added that because we all go through grief. I mean, even somebody pointed out, I'm writing this during COVID, you know what I'm saying? Like pre-COVID, you know what I'm saying? And I made the best of the situation, thankfully. And you're going to see a lot of businesses birthed out of COVID, a lot of podcasts, comic books, anthologies, etc. And so, it was hard times. So I made something that reflected my experiences, not literally, but we all lose people. Unfortunately, it's a part of life.
Oh yeah, don't you tell me, man. Rona effed up my life and lost very good friends, if
Oh, I'm
you
sorry,
will.
man.
Yeah, man, and it sucked. A man to be working and then get a call from mama. Hey, we're okay, but how? What? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
it's a
I
heavy
know,
subject matter.
yeah, man, and come on, people, just understand. I may be a male, yes, but I'm a very emotional male, man. Shit, if I lose a brother, I'll be crying like a baby, son. That's just
I
me.
mean,
I
yeah. I mean,
feel
somebody told me yesterday. They were like, "I read it and I started crying." I'm like, I did my job there." You know what I'm saying? Like,
good. How really though? I mean, how often have you gotten something like that, a compliment like that, especially with the first times around? How did you take it as a creator?
what was that last part? I'm sorry.
So when people send you compliments on the work, especially early on when you just put it out there, how did you feel?
I
Was it
felt
validation?
fantastic. This is my first published thing ever. I felt amazing.
Ever, ever.
Ever.
What
Yeah.
was the learning curve like though between screenwriting and comedy? Did you have a learning curve, or was it an easy transition?
I think it's a learning curve from writing to making something, like materializing
Okay,
something. So that does anything you do. This is like practice and then you're actually doing the thing. So I had
okay,
a learning curve there. I had a learning curve as far as business, like starting a business essentially, promotion, all this other stuff. But as far as going from screenwriting to comic books, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay.
I just knew because I'm like aware of the medium. Again, I read manga like a fiend. This is all I could do. Remember, all I'm doing is reading manga. So it's like it's
Yeah,
ingrained in me. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
ingrained in me like movies. So I understand the medium. So my first, also I had a guy, Brennan Owen of our who wrote Arcana. Shout out to him. I sent him a script. He's like, look, brother, this dialogue is amazing, but you gotta you gotta trim this down, man. You gotta trim this down. So that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. And I said, okay, bet. Did that. Okay, no more than 9 panels. I read Watchmen, only 9 panels, and
Okay.
we went from there. And there was definitely there's
Wait, you were
definitely
doing 12 panels at the start, bro?
no, no. I did my research. Like
All right, man.
it's I was just prepared. It's like okay,
Okay.
people like you have to anticipate the learning curve, and I beat it
Yeah.
essentially. I mean, this is a really good comic. Like this is a
Hell
good.
yeah, it is.
And I've been writing for 15 years, so I'm chomping at the bit. I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm like a rabid
Hey, he
dog.
hungry.
I'm starving. You know what I'm saying? So it was I wanted to have a good, I wanted something good. I wanted something that's real. I mean, it's an uncomfortable conversation to have about people passing and
Yeah.
COVID and grief, but it's real.
Yes.
It's a
Slice of
real story.
life. Yeah, yo. And thank you for doing that. I've spoken to other creators that are kind of going towards this direction of the slice of life, human emotion, living. Superheroes is fun and all, but what about everyday life and that in a comic book form? I think it's one of the most beautiful things that could be done.
Yeah,
Because it really
absolutely.
does. I mean, you have the imagery, you got the story, so it's overload of the senses. And then if you put on a soundtrack, because you have one to this too, it's like, bro, you trying to fuck me up for real, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, Mr. Stokes, you got a soundtrack, you read the book and all, you'll be in tears, folks. You'll be vibing to the story, for real. And let me just talk about this really quickly. He has 6 days to go on the current Kickstarter campaign that I'm showing below. All right, which is Kickstarter.com projects DK/DK issue -1 -2 revenge tour. All right, go to that website immediately and throw your money at it. All right, throw your wallet at the screen right now. Out of 3,500, he got 4,200 pledged. So he has met his goal with 182 backers. What a wonderful number as well. I mean, and let's take a look. Oh, look at that, man! Going after my heart there with some OG Night of the Living Dead type stuff.
Hmm.
I'm digging that. Look at that. So you say so. These are your points here. If you love The Crow, Lovecraft Country, Frankenstein, The Monkey's Paw, all great stories. Jeez, bro,
Oh yeah.
how dare you tease us like this? And
As
then
it
look,
looks.
folks, look at that beautiful art, panels, colors, shading, and all. Holy smokes! Look at this. And wait till you read this too. It's crazy. I mean, what was really that inspiration, especially with how the characters interact? Because obviously, she knows certain things and did certain things. How did you even know about that? Was that research? Part of your life growing up? What?
As far as voodoo, it was a bit of research, and in the actual physical copy, it doesn't say voodoo. It won't say
Yeah.
voodoo in the final copy because I didn't want to. This is a culture. This is somebody's culture.
Yeah.
Like people. This is a belief system. I mean, it's really bastardized into like something like grimy or nasty, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's a set of
Layer of the
beliefs.
White Worm, right? For example, is one of the greatest examples of how they really used voodoo, just for media sensationalism. Did you
Hmm.
see that one, Layer of the White Worm, back in the day?
Don't remember.
Check it out. You'll see.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. So yeah, this is a belief system. I looked it up and I said, okay, cool. And then I put voodoo and I said, let me take it out so that like I have what do they call it? Plausible deniability.
Yeah, but it's still a dark magic or magic, not necessarily dark. We don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. It's
We
not
don't know.
necessarily.
Magic is magic. I mean, we don't know where it could lead. I guess that depends on the lost soul, doesn't it?
Yeah, gotta keep reading to figure that one out.
Who did this art though? That's dope right there. I like
That's
this.
Lane Lloyd, and you see a lot of covers they do on Kickstarter,
Well, word. And how did you meet these folks to build this?
Twitter.
Look at you as a social media boss. Everything's Twitter, Facebook, Insta. What else, bro? What else are your secrets over here?
That's it. That's it. I mean, you gotta be a social media expert.
Oh, wow. That's a dope cover, right? I mean, look at his grill. And look at
Yeah,
the pain in her face, and you know what's going on with him.
yeah,
Wow. Beautifully
yeah.
done.
You definitely want to cop one of those.
Woo! Look how sexy that is.
Yeah, that's not even the final product. The final product looks better.
Really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it doesn't have the watermark. I put the watermark on there
Okay.
for online, to make sure.
Yeah.
But it looks completely different. It looks really good.
Yo, that is so sick, bro. Love it. Wonderful. Ooh, there's a little Muertos type look to it.
Yeah, I can't say that. I need to learn how to say that. But yeah,
Días de los Muertos. El Día de los Muertos.
no, not on there.
Yo, let me tell you, yo, that artist got that fade like straight right there, son. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah. So I want it's got different styles, it's got different textures, something for everybody. Definitely want to pay respect
Yeah,
to
that look like a
different.
good fade. Look, when I get a fade, that's how it looks.
Yeah, Day of the Dead. I mean, because it's adjacent to voodoo and stuff like that.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't do these. I mean, are these only two? What's going on here? What's
I
this?
got I got as many as you want.
Oh man, you making it rain on these two? That's pretty dope. You should have put the liquid in that too, because I see
Well,
there's the liquid in the comic, and I don't know. It felt Spawnish, but I mean, is it? Does it have a similar type of energy to it? Where
didn't read Spawn. It's a little
okay,
bit before my time. So a smidge of like.
uh, making me feel old twice in the show. Thank
Sorry,
you. That's all right, Mr. Stokes. I'm just gonna call you Mr. Stokes to make you feel old now.
it's old and wise. You know what I mean?
It's all right, bro. Wait till you get these. Uh, My hair looked like yours maybe 2 years ago. All right, so let's talk about it, especially when it comes to the pledging, man, because this is about supporting amazing independent comics and creators such as yourself, right? So you
Absolutely.
you have a $10 pledge without a reward. Just show some love, make it rain. I mean, because this is comic book strippery here, folks. You saw that beautiful artwork. I mean, let's get it done. If you could throw it onto a stripper, you got to throw it onto Mr. Stokes over here. Make it rain.
Please,
Support the
please.
project.
I need it,
Now,
man. I'm trying to get the man. If I don't get 83, 183 soon, I'm gonna lose my mind, man.
oh, it's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry. Because check this out, folks. For $5, you get a digital copy, all right,
Yep.
of issue number 2, deliverable next month, all right. For 7, you get not just issue 2, but you get number 1, baby. So for $2 more, now you're getting issues 1 and 2 on that digi. All right. Now, for folks like me that need that print copy, you want to smell the ink, right? 10 beans right there. $10 for physical copy of number 2. Now for 15, you get a variant physical. All right, amazing, and an issue 2 PDF. For 20, it's issue 2 PDF and 2 copies of your choice. So what is there some type of drop down list or something that I get to choose what I want?
So when I do the survey, it'll send it out. Which 2 copies do you want?
The survey will have it. Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go, folks.
And
There you
then
go.
You can pick through any of the covers. So I have 6 total covers. You can pick any 2. If
Wonderful.
you want to use it as a physical catch up, you can.
There you go, folks. So make sure to be on alert for your survey. So if you go that route, you get to choose what you want. Don't complain. All right. Because what happens if they don't submit on time? Do you choose?
Man, I mean, you try your best to catch up with them, but I ain't about to hire a bounty hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so at the end of the day, if they don't submit by the time you need to go to print, you're choosing which 2.
I generally will wait, and I generally try to take care of people.
You're so kind, bro. What a kind man. Look at that. You hear this? That's awesome. And see, you're never gonna get this from DC and Marvel. You're never gonna hear those words from them. You know what I mean? Which is what I love. So for $30, you get a signed copy of your choice. All right, issue number 2 PDF. Then you get a mixtape with a signed copy, a physical mixtape of that soundtrack that we were talking about, right?
Yes.
Oh, ooh. I mean, you say mixtape. Is it a CD? MP4? All right. So you didn't make me an actual cassette tape on those old school Maxell tapes and stuff, no?
Now you're aging yourself.
Oh, shit. He's like, what's a tape, sir?
I know what a tape is. I know what a tape is.
Oh, mommy had those. Look at this guy. He's murdering me. So check out for $65, bro. You got a necklace. You got some of the previous rewards, and you get some stickers, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 80 beans, again, the necklace, issue 2 signed copies of your choice and some stickers. For 100, issue 2, 3 signed copies, the mixtape, stickers, a necklace, issue 1 PDF. And if you're in the US, you get free shipping. Check that out. All right. So $165 now, necklace, tape, 2 stickers, 3 copies, free shipping, and drawn Decay style. What you mean by that?
So you get drawn by my artist. Like, you get a commission, basically.
Oh, a custom commission.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of what? Of the character themselves? Is that by request? How does that work?
They get drawn like zombie style.
Oh, so basically, I submit a picture of Almega. You're gonna draw me zombie style.
Yes.
Oh, dope. That's nice. Your original art, 165. You can't go wrong, folks. Can't beat this type of stuff. And there you go. Immortal Rising Comic Books. LOL, young buck. There you go. I mean, he probably Immortal feels old too. Yeah, right. He just messed me. Do you know what a VCR is? Come on, guy, please give me something. All right, at least. All right, DVDs. Betamax. I probably aged you with Betamax.
I never seen it. I'm aware of Betamax.
Aware, but never seen the small thing. So 1 reel, not 2. So there you, and for $300, we get the super fan pack, official necklace, 3 signed copies, the mixtape, 2 stickers. You get drawn in issue 3. Oh snap! You get drawn within the comic book issue 3, right?
Yes.
You're saying that, hey, you know, they ain't telling you if you're gonna survive. You're just gonna get drawn. All right.
You get drawn. Yeah.
You get a Decay style again, free shipping, PDS issue 1 and 2. You know what's missing here, bro? Real talk.
What's missing? The
retailer pack. You got to offer retailers an op to jump on this and put this on their shelves too, kiddo.
I mean, I guess.
You got to do this. People are going to want this. Again, I know a lot of shops in Massachusetts and locally that support independent comic books. If you give them an opportunity to buy this, you know, at a rate where they could also make a little something, you know how the hustle is. You know, I'm pretty sure they go for it. You're a young, amazing creator that again, you're doing a comic book like it says right there: love, despair, grief, and revenge. You're going through the emotional gambit, in sequential form over here. You know, with an amazing artist and amazing dialogue. If you say great banter between characters and conversations. I mean, I what's your like that process like when you are creating those conversations? Because now you're getting into second, third, fourth, fifth person. I mean, how do you even get into that space when you build conversations between these characters?
I talk to myself a lot.
So you're in a quiet room all day. I'm gonna lock the door. Don't mind me.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Who are you talking to?" Just don't worry about it. But essentially, what I look at it is, I know where the plot is going. I know the themes, I know these characters, I know the story. That's what informs me what the dialogue should be.
Right.
Like that.
Okay.
That's all it is. I mean, it's second nature to me at this point, because I've been doing it for so
Because of
long.
experience of, as a screenwriter as well, where you're also writing conversation. I mean, dude, your skills. So, what's the ultimate plan for this? What would you like to see Decay become outside of its current form, if anything?
A cultural phenomenon, if I had a choice. But
Wepa, it's gonna happen. Don't you worry, man. With the artistry you got behind this is storytelling. But what else?
so I would like to see it in stores, which is going to happen for sure. I'd like to
Excellent.
find a publisher. Image would be perfect. That would be like dream, you know
Mm,
what I'm saying? But I'm gonna start submitting after this campaign is over. I'm trying to fulfill this within like a couple weeks is the goal.
excellent. Good job.
Yeah. So I already got issue 2 printed out.
Oh, wonderful. So everything's ready to go.
Not everything, but I got most of the stuff. I can fulfill. I can feel like 50%
Oh,
because a lot of it's
beautiful.
digital, and then
But it's not done yet, and you promised by June. So, June is coming, and you have the whole month of June to get all that stuff out, which is
I
great.
definitely give myself some rope. But I mean, the sooner you finish this, the sooner you can work on your third, and then do a whole lot of.
And where we at with the third, since it's kind of teased, within the rewards here about being drawn in issue number 3. Where we
30%.
at? 30? Okay. So how much more deep we getting? Because I mean, it's already getting deep, and we're finding things out, and the greater universe keeps building. Are we meeting even more people in the universe in issue 3?
Possible.
Positive. What a tease! Bring on the stripper pole, folks. He's teasing. There we go. Teasing again, yo.
Man, if it sells some copies, I'll hop on Triple Four.
What I mean by it's just combo stripping. There you go. Look, J. Michael Miller says he got number 1 on his
That's my
wall.
guy right there.
On his
That's
wall.
my guy, man. He's one of my good best friends in the industry.
There you go. God bless you. This is what the industry should be about. Just support, love, you know what I mean, and checking you when you need to be checked, and like, hey, constructive criticism, not bashing, and friends. I have friends like that. When they see me get a little outline, I have a friend, and he'd be like, "Yo, Al, yo, what up?" All right,
Yeah.
with that. Oh, shit, you know what, bro? Yeah, I was out of line. Thank you. Or maybe I did act up a little bit. You know what I mean? Thank you. Now, I listen. I'm a hot-headed Puerto Rican, and if you try to, bash my brand or my family for no reason, especially when we're only trying to spread love, you best believe I'm gonna get on the defensive mode real quick. I'm like Voltron.
I was my uncle married a Puerto Rican woman, and she had 3 kids that are like my cousins. I love them so much. So
No,
I grew up.
yeah. Oh, you grew up eating some good Puerto Rican food then. Epa.
Yeah, I don't remember the food. I think it was.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
Yeah, I don't remember the food, but I shouts out to them, man.
oh, bro. You need oh man.
They're still
We
my
need to hang
family.
out. We need to hang out. My wife is a mix of Puerto Rican and Dominican, so you get 2 hours of the Caribbean style food. It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah,
Don't you worry. I just fast in the morning, which is what keeps me in shape. Because if I didn't do that, I'd be rolling around like Yaba.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? For real. So kudos time to you. Flowers time. I just want to say, Anthony, thank you. Thank you for being one of those young creators that are willing to put yourself out there and create and do something that you love and just sharing that with us. And I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think you have something very special in Decay. I could see more than 3 and 4, and I could see this being something so much greater because you got something of value. You've obviously built an amazing team. So I wish you nothing but love, success, and happiness with this. And we got you, kiddo. Let's support indie because this is what the future is, folks, right there. So, last point here coming from you. What type of advice would you give to any other independent creator up on the rise, just trying to step into the game like you once were?
I think the most important thing is make a product you believe in first, and don't get discouraged. We're all stressed out. We're all nervous. We all have self doubt, but beat that and you'll be all right.
You see, folks, that's real. Get it done. Don't be scared. Man, I was screaming all over the weekend. Like, come on, try the raffle wheel. Don't be scared. People
Yeah,
don't like free. They get scared of free. I don't understand why. But anyway, this is what we need to do, because this ain't free. This is fire.
Yeah.
And you need to support this because it's your amazing value throughout. Follow Anthony right now on social at Instagram at Decay Comic. You know, that's DECAYCOMIC. And then on Twitter, check him out at Stokes the Writer. That's STOKES, the THE Writer, WRITER. And most importantly, this is what I need you guys to do as soon as the show is over or even during.
During, please.
Support the campaign right here. The Kickstarter got 6 days to go. Even while fully funded, there's a lot more that could happen. So let's get it done, yo. Kickstarter Project Decay Issue 1 and 2, the Revenge Tour. Check it out. It's live now. 6 days to go. Show the love to independent comics and creators like this, all right? So, Anthony, God bless, man. Thank you again for your time today. I absolutely appreciate it. Again, bro, I think you got the yellow brick road in front of you, my brother. You got this. You know, you keep going. Don't you ever stop, man. I'm always happy to talk to people like you. Even though you made me feel old throughout the show, you blame me, but you know, I said things. Yeah, but you're like, wait a minute.
I'm like, give me an 8-track, am I?
Yeah, he's like, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Don't remember the 8-track.
Nah, you're great, bro. I love the energy, bro. Yo, virtual high five. Thank you for your time, bro. You rock. And with that, folks, you know what to do, right? Check out Comic Crew, Undercover Capes, the whole family outside the panels, Definitive Crusade, you know, No Price Podcast, Cinema Crusaders, Think Indie, Thundercats, in this baby right here, Comic Crusaders Podcast. Hasta la próxima. Wepa, mi gente. Later. Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.